about set to go. And on the hill today, Carlos Rodon. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. Gets to it with a slide, fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Take a look at the lineup, and Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Juan Soto in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Outside low, 2 balls, no strikes. Just missed. Pitch is in there, and now 3-1. Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Runner on at first with 1 gone, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Yeah, that's fouled off. Now the 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now on an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
In the dirt. Soto stands at first with 1 out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swung on, belted. Ranging back. Way back there, and gone. He leaves the yard to right. And they jump out front. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, he did a really nice job of letting that ball travel. Wasn't too quick. He kept his shoulder square to home plate, which allows you to drive the ball to the opposite field with power. We see the power and the authority, and fortunately, he was lucky enough to keep it fair.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
And they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That's in there. And the count now even up. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
1 out, runner at second. And now it's Mark Vientos.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Batting over 300 so far this month.
1-0.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
In the dirt, blocked. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Rodon fires. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And next for the Mets, Luis Torrens. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Peraza in plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here, but 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back in the Bronx, and our pitcher in this game, Tyler McGill. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Right through there for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Left-hand hitter waits. Good eye right there.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 1 away.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, the hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
One down, base is empty. That one missed.
Ball 2.
Next offering is fouled back. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black.
Batting third.
Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. in there at the knees, and the count 1-1.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Looked like it was a little bit up. That one misses. 3-1. And ball 4, and Judge takes his walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting 4.
So man aboard, Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. That's a strike. 0-1. Judge off of first with 2 away.
One ball, one strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. And it's even up. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And the batter now, Anthony Volpe. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. First and second, 2 down.
Let's go, Yankees.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And yes, he offered at it. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Yanks strand a pair, and they're down 2-0. Top of the second. Here's Starling Marte.
The designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Rodon back to work. Right through there for a strike. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball. Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one well upstairs. And the count even 1-1.
Whoa.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Fouls one off. 2-2. One out. Base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Volpe throws it to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Jose.
2 down, base is empty. Jose Azocar getting ready to hit. Now a pop-up on the infield. Brings it in, and that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez.
Dominguez.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Runner at second, nobody out.
Get out of here, man.
High fly ball down the left field line. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Batting 8th, the catcher, number 25.
So digging in, J.C. Esquera.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And strike 2. 1 away with a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. And 1-2. Liner, base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
1 gone, runner at first. Jorbit Bibas stepping in now for the Yankees. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Lined, and that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Back-to-back base hits.
Number
Nice
12.
line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And fouled off. Two on, one out. That one's
One ball,
upstairs,
two
ball
strikes.
one. Down and in, moved his feet. Esquera, the lead runner at second. Bebus over at first with one away. Ground ball left side, could be two. One at second. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. New inning getting started. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Lindor getting to start at shortstop, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011.
0-1.
Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that's outside. Ball two. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Juan Soto now worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. They say you win.
No ball. One strike.
And that misses. And the count is 1-1. All right, so Monument Park out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career than I did as a player. But as a broadcaster, many times entering and exiting through the center field fence, particularly in the playoffs, get a chance to take a glimpse over. And I got to say, you do get some goosebumps.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. It could become dangerous.
Alonso in the box now. No balls and a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball.
2 out, space is empty. Next offering misses, and a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Struck him out without a swing. And he strikes out the side in the third. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. But they still lead it 2-1. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Ball one, no strikes. That's through there for a strike.
1-1.
In the air, left field. Nimmo grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
The first baseman.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. Walked his first time. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Judge, the base runner at first with one out.
Let's go now. Base in here.
The next offering misses, and it's 1-1. On the ground, a sliding play at short. The feed for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees 1. Back now with the Subway Series as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Outside.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And that's in the dirt. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. This one chopped to first. Rice takes it to the bag, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
High fly ball out into left center field. Dominguez sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
On the ground, out to short. The throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Mets go down quickly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here in New York, now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
The shortstop,
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Jason Dominguez will hit next. A double and a run scored his first time up. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and the tying runs at second base with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
1 out. Runner at second. Peraza digs in now. Fly to left his first time. Throw to second, safe. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
And that one missing low.
1 ball.
1 out,
strike.
the runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the dirt, but cut close. Tag, see! He's into third of the wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Two on the way. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing
Now
the infield
batting,
back.
number
All you're
25.
looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
Now here is J.C. Esquera. That's out to center field. Snags it on the run. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for the Yankees, and our score remains 2-1. Back now with the Subway Series. Ready now for the fifth inning. Starling Marte up to hit. Rodon back to work. Line drive. Nice grab.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time up. And there's a ball.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Right through there for a strike.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt a shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. He steps on the bag and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jose Azocar.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jose Azocar. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Late on that fastball.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham trying to get there. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees 1. Back in the Bronx, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. Set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jorby B-Boss. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Late with the swing there.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and he breaks his bat. Vientos. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those hitters, but the swings are defensive. And that's a real indicator, along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And downstairs. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto snags it for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Foul ball there.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That's off the mark. 1-2 to count. And the slider just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one misses up and in. And the count is filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
2 outs. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now. A walk, and he's also singled. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Judge rips that one. Azokar has this one sized up. And that is that. The Yanks leave 1. They're down 2-1. Back now with the Subway Series. Top of the 6th inning. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And that one is in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. The Yankees with some action in their pen. Fernando Cruz appears to be getting loose. Yarbrough getting cranked up as well. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan.
Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Curveball drops in there.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher. Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Alonso.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And a swing and a miss, and a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees 1. Back for more from the Bronx. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Genesis Cabrera getting loose out there. Nunez also throwing. Next offering is in for a strike. Inside, almost got him. And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Pitch misses. Full count now. Anthony Volpe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one way back there. That one's going to land. Not so much here, but here. He circles the bases. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tyler McGill won't go any further tonight, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Kodai
the Mets.
Senga into the game.
Number 34.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that one hammered way back there. And that one hops the wall. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So up next, Jason Dominguez. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Breaking ball through there for a strike. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Popped up. Vientos. Squeezes it. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
And now, Oswald Peraza.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. Makes the grab, 2 away now.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick.
25.
Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Esquera now at the plate. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ian Hamilton.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 71, Ian Hamilton.
And now it's going to be Brandon Nimmo, 1 for 2.
Brandon Nimmo.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That one the other way. Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Vientos up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. One down, base is empty. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw won't get there in time, and they come away without an out.
Bang, bang at first. Great hustle to beat that one out. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Go-ahead run on base. Next to hit, Luis Torrens. He's grounded out a couple of times. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
That one way outside, and it's 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So 2 down now, and here is Starling Marte. First pitch misses. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Fly ball to right. Bellinger makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Mets strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 7th. Now at the plate, Jorby Bebos. And that one is in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Now here's Trent Grisham. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strike.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Uh-oh, that got him.
Thank you, mate.
And the potential winning run is aboard. 1 down. Here comes
Now
Cody Bellinger.
right fielder, Cody.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Inside, just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering is down low.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
That one finds the zone. 3 balls and a strike.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
That one pulled foul. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. He's got it. 2 down.
The designated hitter, number 99, Aaron Judge.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And Judge takes a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Grisham, the runner at first with 2 gone.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Matzik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in, Brett Beatty has grounded out a couple of times.
Beatty.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Matt Kemp getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Yarbrough, the lefty, warming up as well. Hit in the air, left field. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jose.
And next for the Mets, Jose Azocar. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Out number 2. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Oh. 2-1.
Next pitch is outside. Juan Soto, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Fair ball.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now it's Juan Soto. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That missed inside. Ball 1. And that is out of play. The left-hander Tyler Matzik deals. That's a little bit low. Out towards right center field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We are tied 2-2.
Now pitching for
Back
the Mets.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Genesis Cabrera.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Leading off.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. He's already homered here in this one.
Right.
That's in there. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. In the air, left side. Nimmo ranging after it. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Anthony
Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Late swing fouled off. In the air, right field. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason.
So up next, Jason Dominguez. A switch hitter batting right. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
That's a strike.
1-1.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out there, and the inning is over.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Now pitching for the
We're
Yankees.
back, and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Matt
17.
Kemp. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
So digging in, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
There's a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter.
All right, ready to go here.
Leading off
Stepping
tonight
in,
for the
the
Mets,
sluggy shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Fouled off down the right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Singing this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Juan Soto stands in now and watches strike one.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One out, base is empty. That one outside. And the count is even 2-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Rodon ready. Here comes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Fastball is outside. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. This is the Subway Series on the show. Back now in the Bronx. And on the mound in this one, Tyler McGill. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Trent Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. In there at the knees for a strike. So now 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Yeah, that skips in the dirt. Popped up left side. Terrens under it. One up, one down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Trent Grisham.
Boog, he's really been showing off the pop in this series so far. 2 homers. And, you know, he'd love to add on with another shot today. I'm interested to see how they approach him.
And here comes Bellinger. First pitch just misses.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Let's go, Belly.
One down, base is empty. Clips the corner, and the count 1-2. Way high.
2-2.
That one misses, and the count's full. That one is absolutely belted. And it looks like trouble. Into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
Bellinger, the runner at second with one away. And Judge spoils that one. Next offering is downstairs.
Ball 2.
That's down and in.
2 strike.
1 out and a runner at second. Bounce to third. Vientos. Judge out on the play.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ben.
So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. There's a strike.
0-1.
Got him looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Rodon back to work. And that's in there at the knees.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Up and in, and that
1 ball,
is ball
1 strike.
1. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is going to go. He'll touch them all. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Next to hit, Mark Vientos. Ball 1 there.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Luis Torrens getting ready to hit. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here at the top of the second. And he dodges that fastball.
Eyes low.
Man at second.
Ball three.
And he takes a strike.
Okay.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Batting 7.
First and second, no outs. Here's Starling Marte. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. No outs, runners at first and second. Next offering is fouled back. Rodon sets and deals. And that drops in for a strike. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Stepping in, Brett Beatty. First pitch misses.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Breaking ball inside. 2-0. Vientos over at second. Torrens at first. 1 gone. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Check swing, called strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Jose Azocar in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark.
For the
Yankees, batter now, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. And a foul ball. misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That one is upstairs.
3-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Dominguez.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that one.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
That misses, and the count is 1-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Oswald Peraza, the next to hit. Missing inside, and it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
2 out, space is empty. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. Two down, nobody on.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now a chance for J.C. Esquera. Swings and misses.
No ball. 1 strike.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's the ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. The 1-1. On the ground right side. And that one handled. Whips it to first. And that'll do it. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail here 1-0. Back in the Bronx, and now it's Frankie Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning. Here's Juan Soto. Struck out swinging his first time.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
That just misses, and 1-1.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
And that's down, a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Look out, way inside. Both runners move up on the wild pitch, and the double play is no longer in order. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And a pitch. And the polar bear strikes out.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Nimmo, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
1-1.
On the ground, right side. Peraza gets it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Doubled his first time up.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Misses off the inside, and that's ball one. Soto on third with 2 out. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Out there to center. Grisham sprinting for this one. That'll drop in. Plays it on a hop. Soto scores. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. He swings and fouls one off. Torrens in his 5th season, batting 6th in today's lineup. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. 2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Not close with that one. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside corner, got him looking. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back here in New York, set for the bottom of the 3rd,
Yankees,
and stepping in for the Yankees, Jorbeat B-Boss.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
In the air to left, down the line. Nimmo right there to make the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. He popped out his first time. Just off the outside edge.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And another ball. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Azokar sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody.
2 outs, base is empty.
Bellinger.
Now it's the right fielder, Cody Bellinger. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Way upstairs. Now 1 and 2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
That one missing inside. He goes down looking. Yanks held in check. Still down 3-0. Back now with the Subway Series. Start of the 4th. So now here's the Mets DH. Starling Marte. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, second baseman, Brett.
Now here is
Beatty.
Brett Beatty. He's 0 for 1. Headed towards the corner. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Out of the
Yankees,
bullpen for the Yankees, Yerry
number
De Los
73.
Santos. This is his fifth
Yerry
appearance of the year.
De Los Santos.
And next for the Mets, Jose Azocar. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Just missed.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out.
2 balls, no strike.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Yarbrough getting loose as well. That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and that is a big first out. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Marte, the runner at third. Baden at second with 1 away. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fought off foul. Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting.
And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Pulls that one foul. Two on, 2 outs. That one off the mark, and the count 1-2.
1 and 2.
That one 95 to finish him off.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
up
4,
for the
here comes
Yankees,
Aaron Judge.
the designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
And Judge takes a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Ben Rice will hit next.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. That one not close. And that's ball 2. No outs. Runner on second. Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away. So up next, Anthony Volpe. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. And that's outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Struck out looking his first time. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 on, 1 out. In for a strike, and it's 0-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Soto makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Oswald.
So 2 down now, and here is Oswald Peraza. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here's a rocket out to left. Drops into the glove, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair. We played 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back now with the Subway Series.
The first baseman,
stepping in the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. De Los Santos back to work. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And a foul ball. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Zips it to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's off the mark. Now 2-0. And a strike in there. Swinging a foul straight back. This one popped up right side. And it stays fair.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
Man at first with one gone. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Check on the runner.
He's safe.
Dives and he can't hang on. To first and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Nice weight transfer there. He gets the front foot down, and when a hitter is hitting against a firm front side, his hands can be lightning quick through the zone.
First and second, one out. And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. He is struck out, and he is walked outside with a breaking ball. Just off the inside edge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Nimmo, the lead runner, out at second. Vientos over at first with one away. Two one now. Foul ball there. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. Two strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with two strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Marte up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low. Two aboard, two outs. High fly ball out to left field. Dominguez makes the catch, and that is that. Two left for the Mets, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Esquera. Gets him to chase after that one.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
The throw into second, and he's out trying for two. And now, Jorbeat Bebos fly to left his first time. On the ground, right side, Baden. Tosses to first, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The 1-0. Swings through that one for strike one.
You know, that's a swing you'll
One
see a
strike.
lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail in this one 3-0. Back now with the Subway Series.
The second baseman,
All set for the
Brett
top of the 6th. Here's the
Beatty.
second baseman, Brett Beatty. And that clips the inside corner.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now Jose Azocar. Azocar, in his 3rd season, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's a strike. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And that's downstairs. Gonna count 1 and 2. On the ground to first. Rice takes it himself. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the lineup, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. First pitch just misses. Fouled off left side. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that one almost hit him. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Mets. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB.
Right
Once you get the
fielder,
ball by the
Juan
pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Yerry De Los Santos is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Ryan
Yankees,
Yarbrough gets the call from the
number
pen.
33.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
Man at first. And next for the Mets, Juan Soto. 1 for 3. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Lindor off of first with 2 away. Got him swinging. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, now the number 2 hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Let's go, Yankees.
Tap foul at the plate. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a ground ball to first, but it kicks foul. Swings and misses, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
Here is Aaron Judge. Pitch misses there. 1-0. And that one is inside.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Let's go, Yankees.
That one missed. Now 3-0. The Mets leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And here is Ben Rice, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In the dirt. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Good eye in that spot. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That's towards center. Azokar. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tyler McGill gives way, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Taking
the Mets.
over on the mound for the Mets,
Number
Kodai
34.
Senga.
And this is an important part of this game.
Senga.
Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
Up the middle to second. There's Lindor. And that is the inning. The Yanks leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Back now in the Bronx. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Action in the pen down there. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Check swing, but he went too far.
One ball,
And that's strike 1. And that one missing low.
2-1.
Next pitch misses. Now 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. He launched this solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Ground ball left side to second. That's 1, and that's 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
First baseman, Mark Vientos.
Down to third baseman, Mark Vientos. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And ball 1. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2.
Come on, Yankees. No, that's a ball.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
2 outs. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 3-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Torrens, the next to hit, takes outside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And the 1-0. Swing and a foul straight back. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Vientos off of first with 2 away. And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
The batter,
First and
6,
second, 2 outs. Starling Marte digs in now. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, set for the last half of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
The Yankees looking to rally. Now it's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. That's in there. That's strike 1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2. And that one hit to first. He takes it on his own. And that quickly 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
J.C. Esquera stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball 1 low.
1 ball, no strike.
Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Outside low, 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs.
John Spagnolo, gracias por suscribirte.
The other way, makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
Yankees.
Matzik will take over on the mound.
Number
He has a
68.
great slider with tons of
Tyler
movement.
Matzik.
Brett Beatty
Leading
up
off
now for the Mets.
The second baseman, Brett Beatty.
And the
That's the
first
ball.
pitch misses for ball 1. Inside,
No.
just missed.
2-0.
And fires in a fastball at 95. Check swing called strike. And now 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Now batting.
And now the center fielder, Jose Azocar.
Azocar.
0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to third, Bebas. 2 up, 2 down here at the top of the 8th.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Digging in, Juan Soto.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Let's go, Yankees.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring. Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Lindor at third with 2 away. swing here as he fouls it away. 2-2 now. Popped up. Matzik. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Genesis Cabrera. He's been so good against lefties. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jorby Bebos.
Third baseman, Jorby.
The Yankees in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Next offering is down low. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Next offering is downstairs.
3-1.
And there's a foul ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Back to the top of the order. Trent Grisham now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And that one is inside ball 1. And now 1-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike. On the ground, a second, might be 2. The underhand flip. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Aaron Judge at the plate.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Continues to work, but the closer
La Biblia,
getting loose
un
in the
relato literal.
bullpen.
Gracias por suscribirte.
Clips the corner,
Delmi
and it's
Peralta
1-1.
Batista, gracias por suscribirte.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. Did not go. Two and 1 on Judge. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. And there's a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ben Rice waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Bellinger around second on his way to third. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Rice, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Inside, and it's 2-0. Tying run at the plate. Swung out, broke it. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 3-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Genesis Cabrera out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Daniel Nunez.
Number 72, Daniel Nunez.
So digging in, Anthony Volpe. The shortstop takes the ball. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That's hard hit on the line. Azokar brings it in for the 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here's the veteran shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Víctor Colvites, gracias por suscribirte.
And that is downstairs. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The 1-2. Stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Rips one to right. Bellinger makes the grab. One down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Singy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete.
2 down, bases empty. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso, big time power. Outside. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
2 outs, bases empty. Now 3-0.
3-0.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
3-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. And that's that. Mets 0, Yankees coming up. Back after this on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. And today's starter, Tyler McGill. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Next offering is outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. Swing and a ground ball up the middle to first. That takes care of Grisham. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Cody Bellinger stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Right through there for a strike. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
It's Aaron Judge now. Just missed.
1-0.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting fourth, the first baseman,
Ben Rex stepping in now for the Yankees. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout.
Shortstop.
You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. Yankees draw first blood on a solo shot. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Top of the second. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Rodon back to work. Swings through that.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. His 9th homer of the year, and we're all square. It's 1-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's Mark Vientos. In for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Very high with that one. And it's 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Rice makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Looking good, Yankees.
Luis Torrens in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Edge of the zone for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Off the mark there. 3-2 now. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Tied up here in the early going. 3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Starling Marte up to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one fouled off.
This guy at the dish excels at 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
1 ball.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Torrens over at second, 1 down. Slow roller to third. Bebas. Marte retired.
Batting it, the second baseman, Brett Beatty.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now here is Brett Beatty taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Out to short. On to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. All even now at 1-1. You're dialed into the show. Back in the Bronx. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Oswald Peraza, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2.
Out to short. That's the second out.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 25.
J.C. Esquera stepping in now for the Yankees.
Let's go, Yankees.
Two down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. Toss to Alonso, and that is the inning. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 1. On to the third inning. Now it's going to be Jose Azocar. Azocar goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Fastball is outside. One out, base is empty. And that is out of play. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next offering upstairs. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball becomes such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
He swings and fouls one off. Good job to fight that one off. And now the lefty fouls it off. Still 1-2. 2 outs. That one inside. The count now 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
Tosses to first. They get the out on Soto. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Back in the Bronx as we go to the last of the third. Here's the rookie third baseman, Jorbeat B-Boss. He was late there, strike 1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. That K is his third of the game.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Outside corner, there's a strike. And misses inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on, and it's fouled away.
Let's go, Yankees. Show 'em how it's done.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-2.
Let's go, Yankees.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now with the Subway Series. On to the 4th, and now it's the Polar Bear, Pete Alonso.
Well, Boog, he consistently hits the ball hard. His exit velocity and barrel rate Here are the tops in the league.
Close, but call the ball. And that is ball one.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And that one clips the corner.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Nimmo batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in there safely.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
One out, runner at second. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Bellinger makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
The catcher, number 13,
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to go, bottom 4. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Judge waits. Misses outside. Ball 1. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
That's about as nasty of a split as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Caught looking his first time up. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Called strike right there.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Let's go, Yankees.
The shortstop takes the ball. Outside, and it's 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Little BP here. Come on now.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Back now with the Subway Series. And here is Starling Marte. Ball one there.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And that's in for a strike. And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1. And a strike to the outside corner at 95.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
And a rope into center field, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Go ahead run on base. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Marte gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And ball 1.
1 and 2.
Rodon fires.
2 and 2.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Strike 3, got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Jose Azocar up now for the Mets. Flied to right his first time. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And another ball. Movement in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Yarbrough warming up as well. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Fought off foul. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Lindor in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That misses. And the count is 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
3 balls.
This one in the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him. Man on second, 2 down. And it's filled up.
3 balls. Strike.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in New York, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jason Dominguez. McGill back to work. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
He gets there with the slide. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that
Now
play.
batting,
Footwork was
second baseman,
excellent. The
Oswald.
arm strength was there. And, of course, the most
Oswald.
important part was getting the out.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. Grounded out his first time.
Let's go, Yankees.
Just
Nope,
missed.
ball one. One ball, no strike.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Nimmo makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch
Now
away
batting,
and wasn't
number
able to stay
25.
closed.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Esquera.
Let's go, Yankees.
This to third, Vientos. Inning over. Offense held in check there. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Ryan Yarbrough.
And as
Now
relievers
pitching for the
go,
Yankees.
he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries
Number
to force
33.
weak contact, so command and
Ryan.
execution are huge for him.
Yo, bro.
Juan Soto
Leading off
now,
for the Mets,
0 for
the right
2
fielder,
in this
Juan
one.
Soto.
Soto
No,
in his
that's a ball.
7th season, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And a foul ball. And a foul ball. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Here's Pete Alonso.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Go-ahead run on base. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Grisham trying to get there. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
So up next, Mark Vientos.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Here we go, Yanks.
That clips the corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2. That's
One
down
ball,
and in.
2 strike.
Oh, great stop. To first. Nicely done for the out. 1 hit, 1 left. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. Back now with the
Leading
Subway
off for
Series.
the Yankees,
And
the
now
third baseman,
Jorby
Jorby.
Bebos.
Viva!
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Just blown away in that at
Now
bat.
batting,
3
center
fastballs,
fielder,
all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
So the lineup flips over. Now Trent Grisham. Foul ball there. Next pitch is outside. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing, no appeal.
2-1.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
Strike.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
The right
A
fielder,
great back
Cody.
and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Azokar on the move. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now batting, the
Here
designated
comes
hitter,
Aaron Judge.
Aaron
1 for 2.
Judge.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And Judge spoils that one.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Here's a 1-1. Grisham, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Squirts away a little bit. Two outs. Judge rips that one. Raging back towards the wall. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat it. A 2-run homer. It's 3-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
And now it's going to be Ben Rice. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Check swing, no appeal. 1-2 to count.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tyler McGill done for the night, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Kodai Senga.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So two down, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And the first offering is not close. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
Right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first. That ends the frame. Two-run blast for the Yankees this inning. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees.
back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
71.
Ian Hamilton.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Luis Torrens getting ready to hit.
Three-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one at 95, missed up top. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. That's to third, and it goes just foul. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a ball. In the air, out towards left center. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 6, Designated hitter.
Here's Starling Marte.
Marte.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Matzik also getting ready. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. This one in the air. Rice makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing for the Mets, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back in New York, digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Pitch misses, ball one. Action in the pen down there. Huascar Brazoban preparing to come on if needed. That's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now a fly ball to right center. Soto sizing this one up. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Oswald.
Oswald Peraza will hit next. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Azokar sizes this one up. Corrals it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, number 25.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Esquera. He's grounded out a couple of times. That misses. Ball 1.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one almost got him. The 3-1. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Jorbit.
So digging in, Jorbit B-Boss, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Esquera leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a chopper out to short. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play. One left for the Yankees, and the score stays 3-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Matzik.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Azokar stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Movement in the bullpen. Matt Kemp getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number 1. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Check swing, but he went too far. No balls, 2 strikes. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. That one drilled left field. Back there. That's long gone. A laser to left. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 3-2.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
1 out, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. And that's downstairs and outside. Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
Pete Alonso in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The left-hander Tyler Matzik deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tyler Matzik won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Fernando Cruz gets the ball
number
now.
63.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
At the plate, Pete Alonso, 1 for 3. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. Now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Genesis Cabrera.
Now
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game, so the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Grisham.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Dedniel Nunez getting ready to go. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Bellinger up to hit. That one pushed to the left and foul. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And Judge spoils that one.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And ball one to Judge. And that's down and away.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That one drifts inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. And that one is inside, and it's ball 4.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
The first baseman.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. First
No,
offering, and it
that's a
just
ball.
misses. Judge off of first with 2 away. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first.
They're out.
That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. Yankees 3 and the Mets 2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees.
back, and here comes the closer,
Number
Matt
17.
Kemp. A chance at his
Matt
first save
Kemp.
of the year.
Leading off for the Mets, the left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
There's a strike at the knees. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Now batting.
And the batter
Third
now,
baseman,
Mark
Mark
Vientos.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
That's in there. It's 0-1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Upstairs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one the other way, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Ken, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That
That's
misses.
the ball.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he hits a ground ball right side. Now the throw to first on the run. And that'll do it.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget